Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I say good afternoon. Just shows how with it I am. But what the? We've got any game sound here? Here we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Positive Glad, and welcome to the third round of the F2 series. Of course, usually it'll be myself and Deadly Sneaky, or Ryan, or Cold Ninja, or Ninja, or RRF1 Ninja, or RRF1 Sneaky, or him on the stream. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, he's currently doing a 24-hour stream for, I think he's raising money for NHS, so good effort for him, mate. Anyway, wish him all the best. Ryan will be back with us hopefully next week, but in the meantime, we've got ourselves a bloody good replacement. Skilly, and how you doing?
I'm very well, thank you, Poz. Looking forward to this insane F2 race, hopefully. Well, Cup two races.
It is, of course, two. Feature race, of course, guys. First of all, longer stint and a pit stop needed in the first race, and also then in the second race is a sprint race. Lights the flag if they can, because I know Spain is a little bit of a difficult track. Jockeys in the chat saying, "All right, boys."
Yeah, it's never been a nice track for tyre wear.
No, and especially with these tricky F2 cars, it's very, very interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how the guys kind of manage. Even on the F1, obviously, I'm just on board with Andy B coming through turn 9 now. We'll go through a rundown of the roster. Biggest F2 roster we've ever had, by the way, so happy days. Yeah, might as well go straight to it, and then we'll get talking about the track and the cars. We've got Bish, we've got Taboo Koala, Elite, Loadman, Dolby, Soljian, Nolan, Wyburn, VRL Hammy. We've got King Chris, we've got Shadow Viper making his RRF1 debut, let alone his F2 debut. We've got Stocky, Kovchi, Andy B making a mistake there. We've got Rashi, Jock, Skin Shaggy, Twisted, and Merkabem, last week's feature race winner. And then we had a glitched out grid, and he fell to the back. But anyway, we are here today. Spain Skillian, very, very tricky track. I believe it is coming up in our short season as well at some point. But in terms of this track, mate, what is it you think we're going to be looking out for today?
They need to keep the rear end planted through the third sector. These cars don't like going around corners. The back end just loves to step out.
Even on normal cars as well, isn't it? Spain's a very tricky track, isn't it?
And if obviously tyre wear is seriously cruel around here, so it's going to be down to driver skill at the end of the day, I think.
It's the usual way as we're speaking about driver skill, mate. We've got Wyburn. I may actually included them two words in the same phrase. What's happening, Wybs? But yes, we've got Wyburn here tonight. Of course, starting his outlap. So far, Andy B on the soft tyre. That's a nice one. We've got a new tyre choice here today. Hashtag PMS bitches, says Chris and Bishop. Welcome in, guys. Hashtag PMS to you guys. And the rest of you. Right, of course, I would share this out, guys, but because Facebook have deemed my advertising of a fucking charity stream to be a breach of violation, I now can't comment on fuck all for, I think it's a day or two. Oh, Rashi's blown up. Speak of the devil, mate.
Rashi's gone.
You literally just mentioned it. You mentioned it, mate, as you see the Dams car of, I believe that is Dolby coming past. You see him there on the infield, just past turn 5.
Yeah.
Oh, dear me.
He's lost the back end there.
As I always say, that is not ideal in any stretch of the imagination. I believe we've got someone coming into the pits now. Still obviously looking. Guys, the problem that we have, the mini-map dots are shite, in fairness. Also, Andy coming around for a second lap, and it's a second on his time. Andy B, and we've got Shaggy coming round. That's a 1 minute 32.5. What, 1 minute 3,
Bear
sorry.
in mind, whatever tyres you qualify on in this qualifying session, you use in the sprint race.
You certainly do. Sprint race, of course, is a slightly shorter version, but it is a light stuff flag.
So you don't want to be using too much of your tyre life in this session.
Just going to invite Rashi coming through now. I might miss a lap. I might miss a... Oh, he's gone on. Oh, dear. He's had enough of the F2 cars. Oh, Jesus Christ. Straight on project cars. That's not ideal for him, is it?
That's not ideal.
Coming across the line. There we go. So what we got? We've got the... I believe that is the... I don't even know what bloody car that is. Prima. 1 minute 33.1 of Wyburn. Just because we never have Primas. Aussie Go says morning. Evening to me, morning to you. Either way, mate, sunrise, sunset, don't make a difference. RF1 are here, no matter what fucking time of day. So who we got? We've got Loadman here coming around. What, the top of the table, Loadman?
He's been very impressive in these cars this season.
Fucking TikTok challenge my fucking arse. I'm sorry. Fuck off. Speaking of I really don't like TikTok. So he goes Loadman, mate. Championship leader so far. Comes around on the hard side. Have you noticed how it's not mediums here skills? He goes straight to hards.
He has, yeah.
Big difference between the tyres. There's no medium tyre and no intermediate. I believe that was the car Oh, Alpha Junior.
Either a
Alpha Junior
soft or
team,
a
sorry, isn't
hard.
it? It's Alpha Junior.
Interesting.
So there's going to be big gaps. If you're going to want to be up the grid, I'd probably sacrifice, mate, and put yourself onto the harder tyre for the second
I
race.
probably
You know what I mean?
would
But
as
it's gonna
well, to be fair.
Nolan, 1/10 off Andy B. Nolan had a fantastic debut. He's deputised in the hashtag PMS co-op as well. He didn't do very well. He was not the co-op, but he disconnected more times than the laps he completed. But,
Yeah.
Here comes Dolby then, who is ever improving and puts himself. Wow, Dolby! Bloody go on, Dolby, 3rd place. Stocky coming round, of course.
Nice, isn't it?
I
Nicely
believe
done,
we've got
Dolby.
another, Wyburn in the Prima coming in then.
Wyvern,
stacks
coming in
off
the
that lap.
Prima, is pitting. Whose cars is that?
That, I
Bishop,
believe,
is it?
the
Bishop's coming
Carlin.
round? Bishop pits.
Yeah, Bishop comes straight to the pits. Interesting. I guess it's just a bit of a cycle lap there for Bish. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be honest with you, I haven't got a fucking clue how many laps we're doing here. I know we've got a 30-minute quali, and then it just basically depends after that. I'm going to go on board with Shadow Viper. This is his first official lap in RRF1, and hopefully it doesn't invalidate it, which it looks pretty smooth so far. This is looking pretty bloody quick as well. Comes across the line. Oh, Jesus Christ!
It's in the, it's like the ART car, is it? Oh, it's Sauber car.
ART?
It's in the Sauber.
That is... No, yeah, Alpha Junior. Or Sauber
That's
Junior,
the
that's the
Alpha.
one.
That's it, yeah. Sauber, Alpha,
Mate,
whatever you want to call them.
He's a second quicker than everybody. Nolan's going quicker.
Wow.
Here comes Nolan. Coming across the line, and Nolan, 31.0, bridges the gap a little bit. We've got the ART
It's
then.
still 7
of
tenths.
Elite. Oh
Even
my
Elite,
God.
still 6 tenths.
On the hards.
Wow.
On the hards. Bloody hell, Elite. Slow the fuck down.
Wow.
In the one car that I always know the answer to, the Campos, because it's fucking bright orange. Imagine me here.
It's bright orange.
Well, sort of.
And the Arden car, 'cause
Ooh.
it's pink.
Yeah, the two that I kind of realise. I'm starting to learn them though every week, guys. I'm doing better and better. Stocky, bit of a cycle up there, 1 minute 34. Rashi did a 35 and exploded. Cheese God saying hi. I'm saying hi. How's it going, buddy?
Soldier Yan, is it? Soldier Yan's in the pits.
Next
still.
one round, I believe we've got is, I think Taboo's on a flyer. Yeah, I think
King
Taboo
Chris.
Koala. Taboo Koala.
No, King Chris in the
Chris on
pits.
track it.
Taboo
See,
quality.
the problem that we have,
I
guys,
think
with the
he's
mini-map is we're basing it on the mini-map. Now, if you look at the cars individually, they do look very, very different, but because we're basing it literally solely on mini-map here, 3 dots look incredibly similar, so forgive us if we're a little bit kind of stuttering a little bit. I mean, obviously, it's not our first sport F2, but, you know, still, after 3 weeks, or 5 weeks now for me, still learning which dot's fucking which.
It's very difficult to see which car's which.
I think it was Shadow Viper. No, it was Shadow Viper. No improvement there, so I'm assuming it was a slow
Koala's
lap.
coming round to finish his lap.
Is that going to be quicker than Wyburn? It is. In fact, it's quicker than Loman, so he's 2 tenths behind Skin Shaggy. That's a 1 minute 32.556. I believe we've got the Elites in. Yep, he's coming to the pits. The Prima of Hammy. Right, so I guess he's going to be the next one around him.
Just starting
out on track as well. Last week's
in the
feature race winner, Merkabem. Oh, pardon me, sorry. Right, here we go then. So
we've got Stocky cutting a big chunk of the track and coming into the pits.
I'm going to actually have a look at that. Where is he? Oh, yeah.
He cut literally the whole
surprisingly,
chicane
guys,
out and just straight lined it.
But I'm not saying anything about that. We're talking about this track. And
Bish is back out on track.
He's coming back out, so Bish in the car there. I think he's coming
starting
back
his
round
line
already.
now. He's going to have traffic straight away, though.
He will, mate. Is he? Well, he should be okay. No, he's not, because obviously the F2 cars take a little bit while to warm up. Oh, great stuff by the Dams car there. Lawman getting out of the way.
Yep, Dolby out of the way.
On board at the moment with Hammy. He's currently coming round sector 2. I think there's a few cars in front of him, but I think he's going to be the first one to do a flying lap. I think he's just following Twisted around at the moment. VRL Hammy, of course, as in the name. VRL driver. We have past 10 views, ladies and gentlemen, for F2. That is what we like to see. Pepsi has joined. Pepsi, or Rob, if you can hear me, mate, sit yourself in. You'll be allocated the 20th car. If you so wish, mate. Obviously, if you don't fancy it, just hop yourself back out. But if you want to stay, mate, you've got about 18.5 minutes to wait. So, if you need to, fucking grab a setup. I don't know. Go and get yourself sorted and we'll just put your feet up and wait. Taboo Koala has retired from session. He thinks he's done enough that I'm assuming. He's retiring the pit straight. What? What the hell? Where is he? Where's he got?
I don't know. His car is.
Oh dear!
Just before the start line.
Oh dear!
So
Oh
he's
god, it
obviously
was.
spooned it.
Oh, he stacked it off the last corner. Two not hablo inglés. Estoy hablo inglés. Y español.
So you be too aggressive with these cars, they will bite you in the ass.
Luckily there's no Haas cars here to get bitten in, so we should be okay. We've got ourselves here the Carlin of Bish. P4. Bish P4. Nice stuff by Bish.
Nicely done, Bish. Bish does like these cars.
He seems to be at home with them, mate, doesn't he? I think we've got a lap. Oh, Merkabem's invalidated. Right, so that one fucked up. The Uni Virtuosi car, that is Soljian. His teammate, of course, Nolan, for the second week in a row. Nolan, I think this may be a permanent seat here for Nolan if he keeps himself good.
Yeah, so, definitely.
Twisted, I believe, is the next one round, doing a flying lap.
Whiteburn is on a flying lap, just coming through sector 2 now.
Whiteburn. Stocky, I think if Hammy sets another one here, he is on a flyer. I'll watch Hammy for a minute.
Whiteburn is behind Stocky on track, so in front of them we've got Twisted, is it?
Stocky with an outlap there.
Twisted,
I think it's either going to be Hammy or Twisted. Hammy or Twisted, mate, I think.
Hammy's first, then Twisted, then Stocky, and then Whiteburn.
It's kind of scary to see Elite on 2 compounds harder technically, running level with the guys on the softs.
At the same time, yeah, that's incredible.
Jesus.
Hammy's pitted, so it's Twisted.
So it is Twisted, mate. Happy days. Merkabem pitted as well, by the way. So Twisted comes across the line. What can Twisted do? He, like us, doesn't like driving these cars.
Stocky.
32-1 there. That is the outlap of Stocky coming round. I believe we have Wyburn on a fly. Invalidated from Wyburn.
Invalidated.
Dam's car of Loadman. He's very competitive, Loadman. Let's have a look at 32.7 on the hards. That's 1.8 seconds slower than Elite.
Than Elite on the hards. That's incredible. That is incredible.
That good. The one thing we've noticed with Elite, though, is he has a tendency to drop it. That's the thing with him. He's not...
Yeah,
he's brilliant.
I've had
Pace-wise, fantastic.
He's dropped it.
At some point, yeah, man.
Every single race, yeah, he's dropped it at some point.
I have to admit, though, for him, stunning comeback around Britain, mate, wasn't it? Or we were racing on Tuesday, I can't fucking remember. Like, he ain't managed to... Oh, no, it was a classic, wasn't it? Yeah, classic with the Renaults. Yeah,
Classic found
classic Renaults.
Well, yeah, ridiculously quick.
Suzuka, that one. That one.
Yeah.
King Chris on an outlap, he's coming round to complete that, but we do have Soljian currently not set a lap time yet. Come up to halfway point of the 30-minute qualifying session. We would probably run an 18-minute one, but it don't give you the fucking option, so you have one shot or this, so enjoy. Jan coming across the line now. Back in the broadcast cam, and he goes to the P7. The 2 unis looking very good at the moment. 1 minute 31.9 skills. Going to be an awesome time here tonight, mate. Like any predictions? Obviously, I know you've watched a couple of the races before. And to be fair, mate, the guys usually put on a show more often than not in the second race.
The
second race
just
batshit crazy.
Because you don't have to pit on the second race. And it's
Cheese
just
God saying he gets taken out by people. Oh, who's that? Wyburn. What a lap by Wyburn.
And obviously on the second race, it is reverse grid for the top 8 on the first race.
It is, which means that it kind of throws, well, obviously, it's usually reverse grid. Last week, our lobby glitched, so it really wasn't fucking reverse grid, and it made but not a shit show, but it could have been.
It did create a fantastic race, though.
Oh, it did, mate, I'll tell you.
It was an absolute epic race to watch last week. It was epic.
Oh, I'll tell you what,
just
mate,
interested.
like
Wyborn goes second with a 30.3.
Just said that, mate. Amazing lap time by him. I didn't expect it at all. Another one who's done really well here is Chris. He seems to have found his feet in these F2 cars, just hasn't quite had the luck in terms of the occasional incident, etc. Nolan around to complete his lap time.
In all fairness, I think Wyborn will be praying for a wet race.
No improvement by Nolan, 1.2 seconds down. Mate, do you know, Wyburn does like the wet. I hate F2 cars in the wet.
He does love doing it. I know he's done some practice round here, and I know his position on the leaderboard on the time trial. The time trial doesn't mean nothing when it comes to a race.
Oh, it means jack shit, mate. Jack shit. Kofji coming out and Jock coming out.
So with the time trial, you don't get your tyre wear, you don't get the damage, you don't get the fuel wear, the fuel usage. You don't get the use of ERS either.
Not the same sort of conditions on track either, is it? Have you noticed, mate? Kofji's car has a different front wing to the teammate, to his teammate Stocky.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I thought I was seeing things.
I believe it's something to do. Oh my god! Wet at the end of the sprint race. Oh boy!
Oh!
Fucking yes, man. Oh, get in there. So we've got Kovchi.
Why are those wings different? Is that to say
sponsors, mate.
Oh, of course it will be. Yeah, obviously, yeah. Because obviously individual drivers got individual sponsors in F2, haven't they? As well as
that was I didn't actually know that myself, mate. It was literally only because Bish has retired us from the pits.
Bish retired. I think Bish is I don't know, a bit early.
Still 12 minutes to go, unless he just wants to save his tyres potentially. He did this last week as well, Bish did. So I guess just one run on each set of tyres.
I've noticed in a lot of times in qualifying, the track evolution towards the end of the qualifying sessions, it's ridiculous. It's how much faster the track gets.
It is, mate, and you know, especially with a car like the F2 cars, which are so kind of almost like reliant on your own ability to keep the car going. And I know it sounds almost cliche, but in a straight bloody line.
Yeah.
You know, you need obviously to go out as late as possible. And bloody no! Stocky was. I think Stocky was actually on a flying lap then, but he held the lead up a little bit. It's not going to make a blind bit of difference. Look at this lap time. There you go. Wham, bam, how's your man? 6 tenths up.
Yeah.
Could have gone quicker. Unfortunately, Stocky just lost it coming around the final corner, which I myself personally love doing in these cars because I can't fucking drive them. So we got Viper then. He's 3 tenths down on his lap, currently in sector 2. He's the next one round, so I'm going to see what he does. So Viper and Elite, these two, hopefully will give us a bit of a battle here. Elite is currently absolutely away with the fairies at the moment, but remember his championship rival Loadman is in this as well. Merkavem hasn't come out yet. He has did a little lap.
Final corners.
He certainly is the hardest part of the track, in my opinion.
That chicane. Very easy to
awful, mate, isn't it? It's so difficult to get the line right going in as well. Twisted Tide, he thinks he's done enough.
Tired? Yeah, I think he's going to be safe. I still think it's early to retire. He's still got 10 minutes of session, 10 minutes of evolution of the track.
What the? Elite has just literally gone past Kovchi on his flying lap. Wow, that's a statement. The pair of them are both on flying laps, I believe, as well. So Elite just said, "Thank you, I'll have that."
The sheer pace Elite's got is incredible.
RRF1 Connor, aka the artist formerly known as La Ferrari, welcome in, buddy. Hope you had a good time last night in the debut, well, re-debut of RRF1. What's happened to Kovchi? Why is he going so slow? Has he got a problem with his car? We can't see it from this angle. No, I guess he was just letting Elite go. Elite then at
he is on a harder tyre as well, though, so obviously that's going to make an even bigger difference.
I think he's run his fuel down a bit, isn't
he was sat still.
He wasn't even there on Elite screen, basically. We've got a Lowman there.
Yeah. And I think with these cars as well, qualified, you can't change your fuel.
No, do you know what? I'll be honest with you, mate. I didn't know that.
You can't change your fuel in qualifying.
That is Shadow. He's had himself a little bit of an off. That's an understatement. He's flown off the fucking track. Not ideal at all. That's the exit of the hairpin. I've never seen anyone spin there before. At least at that point. So we've got him there. We've got the. I love my descriptive power and descriptive nature. We've got him. You know, just you guys know who he is. You know, standard. So Jockey, by the way, did a 31.4 in the Arden. Okay. In the Arden, that was a 1:31.4. That's currently 9 tenths quicker than his teammate Shaggy. Shaggy, I believe, is going to be burner. Yeah, right. There you go. This has gone to bed. All right, okay. So we've got to turn the burner off. Make sure I don't forget, otherwise the house burns down. Right. So here comes Harry. Then coming around the final corner. What can you do? I mean, this looks like a much better lap time behind me. Eclipse at 32.9, 32.5, 14.
Yeah, going back to that about
Jockey's exploded in the pits.
It gives you 7 laps of fuel to go round in qualifying every time you leave the garage.
Oh my god! Elite, for God's sakes!
Oh my god, it's gone faster again.
Half a second quicker.
I think we're going to have to drug test that boy.
Yeah, man.
Stuart DeGuari, come on in, boy.
Loman did a 1:30.8, by the way. That would have been good enough for P5 or P4, but P5, sorry, but invalidation occurred.
Oh, Loman's having issues here, isn't he?
he needs to kind of. By the way, 4 points for pole position as well.
Yeah,
So
it is.
it's a very, very
Of course,
valuable
yeah,
4
4 points
points.
of pole.
Elite couldn't attend last week, so
Because Logan's
as
been
you see,
absolutely fantastic the last 2 race weekends in these cars.
faultless, mate. Absolutely faultless.
Obviously,
He
in
had
the
a little
first
bit of
race,
an off in back
he was back to the Elite. His DRS wasn't working for the last part of the first race, and wasn't working for the first part of the sprint race.
so he's literally been at a disadvantage. So it would be good to see both guys
Yeah,
actually
definitely.
go
Just
at it.
have a
Loman-
straight up fight, but he looks like he's struggling in qualifying.
Oh, Jan and Stocky. They were close together. I didn't catch that incident, guys. I've seen it on the mini-map. They went really slow together.
Oh, Stocky's lost half his front wing.
Stocky's on an outlap. Jan's on a flyer. What seemed like he was on a flying lap. I'm sure we're going to get one of these guys to clip that.
Stocky's got half a front. He's got a front left of the wing, but he's got no front right.
So I'm assuming Stocky may go into the back of Jan then, maybe. I'm obviously unsure of that at
Yeah.
the moment.
Stocky's on an outlap.
Loman.
Obviously, so Jan's obviously backed out because he's got to go again.
Loman have validated both lap times, by the way, here, Skillian, so he's really put himself under a lot of pressure.
He has.
So he needs to get himself... He did a 1 minute 31.8 on a slowdown lap again. So here we go then, 1 minute 32.7. He needs to get himself in the mid to
He
low
needs to get
30s
himself
to
a
get himself
decent
anywhere
bank
near.
lap in.
He does, mate. I mean, he had that hard lap, but he's only been off for P16 at the moment.
I think anything
he'd be able
above
to
a
start-
31.5. I think he'd take a 31.5 at this moment in time.
I'll tell you what, the skills would probably take anything, mate, at this rate, the way he's going. I'm going to flick on
yeah.
to Merkabem. These two have both won races in F2. Merkabem won his first ever race,
Yeah,
of course,
another
in
one that
RRF1.
impressed me this season is Merkabem. He's been really impressive
Mate,
this season.
Out of the guys that we have, the new ones, the new recruits we've had, this guy is probably the best. I think, or one of the best. He's a gem in the rough, mate. Him and
He's
him
definitely
and Kovci.
one of the up there with definitely. We've got a few drivers we've found which are diamonds in the
Just
rough, man.
randomly come out the blue, mate, didn't they? And they were like, yeah, we'll race for you. It's like, okay, bring him in. And here we go. Let's see what Merkabem can do. It's got to be not going to be on Elite's level, but it is second. 1 minute 30.1.
Oh, Merkabem.
Is Loman still
lovely.
going? Loman is flying in the first, in the second
Bear
sector.
in mind,
Loman's
Elite
flying
put that
also.
lap in on 3 lap old softs. Merkabem's put 1 lap old soft and still nearly a second slower.
Amazing, mate. This Elite kid is just
Incredible.
ridiculous. Here we go. Here comes Loman, who puts himself in 6th. You take that. P6. He'll work his way up there. So the top 10 all, I believe, qualify.
Logan, he'll be happy with that. Definitely, he's going to be happy with that.
Jan comes round. Jan has half a wing. So thinking that may have had something to do with, I don't know, with the hammy incident maybe, unless he's gone off separately.
He went round
me.
again. Stuck
I was
he
going
behind
to
him.
say he went a second time, didn't he?
It's
No,
not-
that is
wasn't-
Kovci.
That's Kovci. Stocky's
Jan's-
going around turn.
Yeah, Stocky's in the pits, I believe, isn't he? Oh no, Stocky's on his
Yeah,
outlap.
Stocky's
Okay.
got a
Stocky's just
full
gone back
wing,
out.
so Stocky's gone back out again. So it obviously was in contact with him then too. He must have lost it himself then.
I'll be honest, mate, I love Nolan's car design. If you have a look at Jan's car, we just retired, so you can't, but I love the blue wing and the yellow background. That's yellow livery with the blue wing and blue engine hood. That's kind of awesome. I love that sort of shit. Blue chassis, that's what I was looking for. Right, so Kovci then come round to start his, well, he's on his flying lap, isn't he, of course. 2 tenths quicker than his previous lap. That's, I'm assuming, Kovci, really wide line there. Gets a really nice run, though. Hopefully
Jan has a
validated.
5
I
pace
knew he would
penalty.
do. That was with the Stocky incident. We were trying to work out what happened with that, because we did kind of miss it.
Yeah,
Kovci ran.
if the top is of any clips, you can send it to the stewards, which I believe
that is
is
myself.
yourself
And Sneaky.
and Sneaky.
Me and Ryan. And we got to do our clips as well this week, haven't we? I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Bollocks. I know me and Rara have we're pretty much sorted ours out, but we've got a few more. I think we need to have a look into a couple more, like. But so Kovci then, he's invalidated his time. Will he be able to go again? We've got this qualifying session's flown by 3 minutes and 22 seconds left. 9:30 British Standard Time.
I'd
Here we
expect
go
to
then.
see at least the guys in the 32s to at least get a 31.
Yeah, we
if
probably.
they
I'm
come
not sure if
out.
Shaggy and Hammy are going to come back out. That's what I mean. There's 3 minutes to go.
Kochi is well down at the moment. He needs to bang himself a lap in.
He got a lap on his banker lap, funnily enough, but then he's invalidated every lap since. He had was on course. He was on a really good first sector, but then ran really wide at turn 5, where, as we saw, I believe it was Rashi binned it right at the start of qualifying. And then he basically ended up really, really struggling at that sense. Kovji's not been able to bang a lap in. He's riding the curves really, really aggressively, so he knows what he's doing. 4 temps up in his time. Kovji, will he be able to beat his great friend Merkabem? Watch this now. I find out they're only racing together to kick the other's fucking cunts in, like, you know what I mean? I just kind of mistaken thing. Are you really friends? Or I don't fucking know. So, any other action? We've got skills. I believe we've got Pete streaming IRL. And also, we've got a new Sunday League, which is pretty interesting. Obviously, the 225%ers, if we get the numbers right for that.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Jesus Christ! Gotta say, if I wasn't racing in the IRL for the rest of the season, I'd be trying my hand at that, to be fair. But put my name down when season ends. So here comes Kovji. He needs a lap. Desperately, starting P19 isn't really ideal.
Nice save.
Shakira coming around the final complex.
Definitely lost time for that though.
Oh, I'll tell you what, mate. Only a few temps. It's still looking like a pretty decent lap. I think it's going to be looking at probably a low 31 here. You'd imagine.
I think he's going to be up towards Andy B.
31-1.
31-1.
Cleared.
Nice.
So P9 for Nolan. I believe we've got a couple of other guys coming round. Stocky has had 4 laps on them tyres. Jesus fucking Christ.
The only reason I'm
Shadow
competing why Bish and that was retired early is to save the tyres for the sprint race.
McLaren Tank, thank you very much for the follow, buddy. Elite has come back out. Elite is back out. Jesus.
Wow.
Fucking hell, man. And Hammy is just starting his flying lap now.
He loves it, doesn't he?
4 lap on softs.
Who's spun?
That is Campos. Stocky. Stocky's out. Stocky's binned it. That's lucky it's in quali. Connor says, "My man, yeah boy." So Coffee then come round. He's out. Feel like he'll be done and dusted for this one. Still coming round. We've got Shadow Viper. We've got the Prima of Hammy. I'm going to go on board with Hammy because we've not really. He's down to 17th at the moment, so he's got a lot of time to make up.
Put himself up at the 7th place there. Didn't even see him do
Chris
that.
having a little silent, subtle race here by King Chris, or qualifying anyway. So basically the format, guys, we've got a two-part race coming up. We've got a feature race first of all. We have to do. I think it's around about between about. I think it's like 60% of the F1 distance, maybe a bit less. You have to do a mandatory pit stop between the softs and the hards, and the sprint race. If you're on the hard tyre, then to be fair, you won't need to pit. If you're on the soft tyre, you definitely need to pit. So it all depends what tyres you want to run on for the next session. I think all these guys, for the sprint, their skills are going to be running on the soft tyre. And we're at the end of the session now. Coffee's retired from the session. He's retired on track, but he's miles up the road from anyone else.
I was going to say, Elite and Shadow both came out right at the end of the session as well.
Shadow is... He didn't improve, Shadow. Hammy, is he going to improve? This is looking better, much better than a 32.5. I think it's maybe a high 31 if he's lucky. No, he's passed back into the 32s. He didn't improve. A lot quicker than what I thought it would be. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the start of the qualifying for the two-part race. We've got Jockey Chris Skilling, of course, in the chat. Twisted and Bish. We've got Atom. We've got Billy Cares. We've got Cheese God. We've got Dolby watching. We've got Grandad Eddie. Hey, Grandad Eddie, thank you very much for watching. We've got McLaren Tank. We've got Rimestino. We've got RRF1 Connor. All watching this evening. Thank you so much, guys, for spending your lockdown moments with RF1, of course. Right, so the grid order, we've got Elite absolutely miles out in front, and 4 points as well, so I'll bag a little screenshot there of that, and another screenshot of that. Right, so Elite takes first, we've got Merkham second, Shadow Viper in his debut third, Wyvern fourth, Cobji fifth. We've got Twisted, Loman, King Chris, Nolan, and Bishran at the top 10. We've got Jockey in the first of the islands, and 11th we've got then Andy B, Stocky, please screenshots everywhere. We've got Dolby in the dams. We've got Jan, Shaggy, Hammy, Spookkoala, and Rashi. But remember, Jan will be starting last due to the 5-place penalty with his incident with, I believe it was Stocky. I'll be back in 2 minutes of skills. Gonna go for my mandatory fag. I'll let you hold the fort for 2 seconds, bro.
No worries, bro. You crack on. Okay, guys, let's have your predictions in the chat. I know who my money's on. If he can actually keep it on the track. Because he does have a tendency to spin it. Issues with my headset. 2 seconds, guys. Okay, let's put the race so I can see if anyone's what child people are starting on. Everyone is going to be starting on softs. Elite's going to win surely with his pace. Yeah, but he has got a tendency to bin it. I think in every race that I've raced with him so far, he's binned it at least once. Not totaled his car, but he likes making it hard work for himself. He really does. But obviously, if it's incident free, he is going to take off. I would have thought, depending on whether Merck and Bev can stay with him. Shadow, obviously, as well. Wyborn is really quick round here. Lodeman, I believe, I would have thought Lodeman's going to come through. Obviously, King Chris as well is really quick. Bish, obviously, retired really early in qualifying, so I'm expecting to see Bish come through. Everybody here has got a chance of winning this race. Of course, we've got Pepsi as well. Wasn't in qualifying, but he's here for the race. He's in the Carling car, and he's opted for the hards by the looks of it. So, interesting. Okay. Just waiting for the guys who are having their pre-race rituals, having a fag, whatnot. Me personally, I like to sit back and just have a cigarette and just chill. Because qualifying can be quite stressful. I tend to put myself under a lot of pressure under qualifying. So it's just nice to sit back, just chill 5 minutes, have a cigarette, collect your thoughts, and just get ready for the race. What's this reminds you how bad you are? It's all just practice, pal. That's all it takes. I'm not the quickest, I'm not the slowest, so that doesn't mind. That's all I want to be. I don't want to be the slowest person. So, as long as I'm not the slowest, I don't care. I'm never going to be one of the fastest. But I'll keep practicing. I'm getting faster, as you will with practice. It's trying to be quick and consistent at the same time. Well, it's not even the matter about being quick. It's about being consistent.
It certainly is, matey, and that is the way you will grab yourself big points here today. If you said that in the prior sentence, I apologise, I'm an interrupting little bastard. I'm so sorry. Right, and perfect timing.
Thank you.
Oh shit, I forgot to press it. And we are going then, guys, so perfect time for Post to come back straight in with the action. Like I said, guys, thank you so much for everybody watching here this evening. And the fastest get faster, and the winners keep winning. And Pos stays ginger is the way. Right. There you go. Random comment number 1. Right. So here we go then. There's only one real prediction I can make for this race, mate. If Elite gets a good start, he's off. But other than that,
Exactly what I said in this race. Is like Cheese God said, if Elite's going to win this with his pace, but I totally agree. But he has got a tendency to bin it.
He does drop it, and we are missing. Oh, someone's not gone off the line here. I think it's Hammy. Hammy hasn't gone off the line, so hopefully he does get moving. No, Hammy did get moving. Forgive me. Someone is stuck on the grid. Oh, I believe it was. Someone is stuck on the grid. It's Andy B. Andy B didn't get back in time, mate. Andy B didn't get back in time for the start, so hopefully he's going by the time we get to the grid.
Yeah, hopefully he can get himself back and round in time.
So I know he's, yeah, fingers crossed he gets back. So guys, I'm actually not going to do a competition for tonight's stream. I'm going to save that for next week. We're going to do a double bumper one. We're going to do a double bubble.
Ooh,
next
double
Thursday.
bubble.
So, and a bit of a nice one, guys. It's a self plug. I don't often do this on my league streams, but right after this, guys, if you like watching FIFA with a bit of a twist, I'm continuing. I'm bringing back a series. It's my Youth Academy career mode. Not done it for 2 weeks. So, and if you're interested in performing badly on games, then I'm your man.
Pause on FIFA sounds like an expected rage fest.
To be fair, it's actually not been. I'm usually more disappointed and near tears during this, but so yeah, just want to give a shout out as well to 2 people in this lobby, mate, King Chris and Koala. It's the AM for those guys, of course, and Aussie God for staying up to watch this as well. Thank you or waking up to watch it. Either way, thank you guys so much. Just shows incredible commitment, mate. And obviously the likes of Merkabem and Kovchi, mate, it's pretty much touching midnight, if not gone midnight when they're racing. Just incredible commitment for these guys just to stick with us. And like I said, everybody in the chat, everybody watching, even if obviously you're what I consider to be a lurker, you know what I mean, who just watches, enjoys, but doesn't really fancy getting involved in the actual, typing and chatting side. Thank you all so much. You're the guys that make the streams what they are. You get the viewership up, and it gets, well, personally, me and our league higher up in the viewers charts. So you'll be a lot more people, if they're searching F1 games, will be able to spot us. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Anyway, that's enough of me being humble. It's time to go racing.
Andy B's still on the grid, so
yeah, hopefully he's back now.
Hopefully he's back, or it could be carnage straight off the line here.
We don't really need that. It's quite entertaining to watch, but still, not ideal. Mate, and one day I'm going to wake up and stop saying that, to be fair. It annoys myself sometimes. Right, so we are watching
the camera
cars.
lower down the grid and just keep an eye on Andy B's car. I'm going to stick on Andy B, see if he moves off the line.
All the guys are lining up on the grid for a 19-lap feature race.
He's still ghosted at the moment, so I don't think he's in his car.
Oh, fingers crossed.
Let's have a check.
Everybody skilling on the soft tyres.
Oh, he's revving. I think he's going. He's in his car.
We're going 5 lights, and it's a very quick start.
Andy's
we are underway. So everybody is away. That's really good. Oh, look at the quick start there. I believe, who's that going around the outside there? Jesus Christ, I don't even know who's who at the moment. Dolby's fell down like a stone.
Very clean start.
Merkabem at the inside of Elite. Elite just manages to hold it. Let's have a little look around. Hopefully we don't get any crashes. Spain is notorious for first lap incidents. And here we go. We got one. We've got one. Kovchi spun. Kovchi. What the fuck was? Oh, Twisted as well. Twisted has fallen down a few places here.
Hammy's gone down. King Chris has dropped well down.
Oh, there was someone diving up the inside there. Oh dear, Koala's dove into Twisted. Off. I'm sorry to say, guys, that's not a very good move by Koala. Really, really late on the brakes. Took Twisted's wing clean off. That was a little bit naughty, in fairness.
Wyborn's been taken out by, I think that's Hammy, I think.
Oh, Viper went to go around the outside of Merkabem. He lost the back end. So Viper has put himself right back into Loadman. Loadman up 3 places off the start.
Luckily, Wyborn's got no damage, but Twisted's got a right end plate missing, I believe.
Yeah, mate, Koala just literally late braked and just, well, for want of a better word, slammed into the side of him. Andy B up the inside of Stocky, very nice move there, up into P.
Tell you what, Logan's had a great start.
Brilliant start, hasn't he?
He's had a quality start.
Kovchi has no damage, Kovchi. He has absolutely terrible luck in these races.
Elite is pulled out a 2-second gap already.
Oh, Twisted, you feel for him. And Koala's been overtaken by Kovchi. What a move by Kovchi going into the chicane. Brilliant stuff. Now let's go back up to the front. Twisted is, wow. Oh dear.
My timing screen's gone a bit skew-whiffy here.
Oh, Andy B at the inside of Jock. Great move, but Jockey's going to get him on switchback. Is he going to be able to go on the outside of him? Great move by Jock. Oh, and Andy made a mistake going around the corner at the Campos, so Stocky goes through. Andy's hard work in lap 1 was just has completely unravelled in himself. Just literally a couple of one mistake.
Yeah, I think he's on colder tyres as well, so he's definitely having issues in that.
Of course, can remember, of course, as you did say, Andy B did get held on the grid, which means it wouldn't really have too much of an effect on. Look at, battle for second, quick flick through. This time, Shadow gets the move done. Same move, identical move as the first lap, but this time manages to hold the line. You never make the same mistake twice in motor racing, or if you do, then you pay for it. This time he didn't.
Oh, definitely.
So we're going to go a bit further back down the field. Oh, there's Jockey a little bit far off.
Shaggy,
by the way, is in the points. Yellow flag sector 2. Who's that? That is... It's Kovchi off. Kovchi's off.
Kovchi's off
Kovchi
again.
spun. And Tabu Koala is really, really struggling here. I believe Twisted is in the pit. He's only just got back around to the pits, Twisted.
Just got round.
Elite is about to lap Twisted, and they're only on the third lap now. Jesus, man, poor guy. Koala's really ruined his race there, isn't he?
Obviously, everybody else has got to pit, but I'll stay in front of him, but they're all behind him.
Oh, mate, you got to love a bit of roller cola, haven't you, Skills? Oof, I'll be
honest. Oh, you got to love the roller cola. Here we've got Soldier Yang coming down the side of King Chris.
I'm going to have a look at that one. I'm just on board with Andy up the inside. Stocky Andy
King Chris
is
up the
sending
inside.
moves down the inside. Andy is sending moves, mate, which are brilliant. He's driving he's like a man possessed.
I think Andy's in full send mode at the minute, I think.
Mate, but you know what? The moves that he's sending, they're not dives. He sees the gap. Yeah. Well, obviously they all dives. Oh, well, look at the inside there. Oh, Stocky just cut the inside of his car. Stocky round into the wall.
Stocky has
Stocky.
No front wing.
So he's lost it all.
He has lost a lot of bit. Oh, he hasn't actually lost that much. He has lost a fair bit.
Oh, yeah, oh dear. That's looking rather like a paperweight right now.
Yeah.
Top 2. Elite's taken off. We could have expected that from Elite.
Bishop's had a great start as well.
Yeah, but that's it. Bishop P6. It seems like, mate, it's almost like everyone's had a fantastic start, barring the people who have spun. That's generally what it seems to be.
Yeah, definitely.
And by the way, the biggest gainer off the line, of course, Pepsi and Yam will be up there because they were at the back. But Shaggy, 6 places, P9.
Get in there, Shaggy, lad.
Consistency. Well done, Shag. Shaggy also working with Pete, by the way. Skills, as he was the guy who came up with the idea, Shaggy, to do the 25% league. So shout out to Shag there. Hopefully get himself involved at a higher level. And I'm on board with Loban here. This looks like it could be bread and butter here. Loban with DRS. Me and Loban had a fantastic RRF1 race yesterday where we were even, and Merkabem, he gives him no room. Brilliant stuff. And he sends it and he hangs it around the outside, but Loban hanging it back. Mate, great driving by Merkabem, but Loban's still there. These two
Loban's still there.
All race round Baku feature. And we're still going, I believe. Oh, King Chris, what's happened to Chris? He's off. Chris is off. Turn 2.
Turn 2.
Oh dear, King Chris.
He must have hit the inside curb, which will bite you in the ass.
Mate, it's wounding, mate. Unless he's had a bit of contact, which we didn't see. We're watching the battle for third place at the moment.
Doesn't look like he's got any damage. No, he's no damage. So
I was going to say, Elite's having a great battle, but Twisted's just been lapped there. Twisted's just going to get to the end of the race.
Elite is 4 seconds clear of second place.
Elite showing the RF1 world, mate, and the F1 community exactly the business that he means skilling, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Still in P3, and he's got a lot of time now to make up on Jock, and we've got a bit of a DRS train back here. And look at this, mate, Dolby. And TOR Pepsi is having an absolute dream drive here. Up 10 places, Pepsi. And he does Dolby. Dolby's come back at him, though. Dolby, a bit of a...
Can he go on the outside?
How have they both got round there?
I've never seen anyone overtake through that corner before.
Mate, I've never seen someone try and have a switch back there and make it pull off without spinning. Unbelievable driving.
Incredible,
Dolby loses that 10th place. 10th place or 9th, well, 10th place, the final points per position. The place you want to be in is P8.
Nolan as well's having a great race, up in 5th.
And Nolan just keeping himself to himself. Of course, Nolan had that. I don't mind talking about it. Nolan, of course, had a little bit of a dodgy moment, mate, didn't he? I believe it was in a 5-lap hopper with with another racer, which also raced with us. The thing is, though, it's Pepsi has just done Shag. For God's sakes, he's on a charge. Monday night's TOR Pepsi putting in a. Oh, where the hell is he going? Where's Wyburn gone? Wyburn, the track is clearly this way. Don't go over the green. The green is bad.
A lot of his wing as well.
That's Wyburn pretty much done in this race, mate. Stocky pitted as well. That was because of his spin the previous lap, having another move at Andy B. So P3, Merkabem, ironically coming up to lap his teammate, but Matt, you've got to feel for Twist. Got a bloody nick up there, sorry, mate. You've got to feel for Twisted, haven't you? Just absolutely appalling luck he's had. There's no luck whatsoever in this series.
Jockey maybe getting joined by Wyburn very shortly.
Yeah, they seem to be on the lapped column. So Dolby and Shaggy, these two. Oh, go on, mate, sorry.
Oh, I forgot, so it's gone, don't worry.
Oh, and Kovji and Stocky came out the pits and spun immediately.
I thought I
ideal.
saw someone spin. I wasn't sure who it was.
Yellow flag sector 3. I think that might have been Twisted moving out of the way, I'm assuming. We're going to go back up to the battle between Merkebem and Loadman. This is the next battle here. Oh, look at Bish and Nolan as well. Yellow
Bish
flag.
and Nolan behind him.
That's Twisted. Twisted getting out of the way there. I think he might have spun actually, Twisted.
Bish has got the overspeed. He's going to go send it. Bish is sending it to the inside.
Loadman's done Merkebem.
Oh,
Bish
couldn't get it slowed down.
No,
Loadman's in the wall.
He has. Loadman, what? We were just on board with him. We were on board with Loadman.
Dropped it.
Loadman. Fuck it, Jesus Christ.
Wyber's
retired. Wyber's crashed out as well. Yep, he's dropped it. I believe that's the final corner. Unlucky for Wyburn there.
Unlucky
I think he's trying to get into the pits. And Loadman, having just gone off the track, has come back on a virtual safety car, the first virtual or safety car, the first slowdown that we've had, mate, in the F2 season. We've not had one yet this season. This is the first, hopefully not of many. You know, first of many. What am I on about? Who am I kidding? Trying to stop the action here. Stocky then just about on the lead lap at the moment. Elite is having an absolute blast up front, showing utter dominance here. Hopefully we don't get any dry
It's a shame that Pepsi wasn't here for qualifying, so I'd love to see a battle between him and Elite in these cars.
Yeah, man. Because I think Pepsi, could really hang.
Pepsi's probably the only one in this lobby, that's, apart from Loadman, which can keep pace with Elite.
DRS enabled. Yeah, we are. We're rolling now. Okay. So Hammy is... Do you know what I mean? Hammy's having an incredibly quiet race, isn't he? He had a bit of a struggle in qualifying, finding his feet. And he is, of course, the top Prima car now, considering Wyber died.
I used to be one of the commentators for the VRL League, and Hammy never looked that confident in qualifying. Pepsi's left the session.
You bag him back in, please, mate, if you can. That's crap. That is crap. I can invite him in if you want me to, mate. We've got pitters. Elite's pitted.
I'm on it.
And while you're doing that, I'll say, have you noticed about the F2 guys in the pits? And they're all pitted. Jesus. There's only one person. Rai pointed this out to me. There's only one mechanic per tyre.
Yeah.
Throw that out there for you. Like I said, I'm not.
If you double stack, you're losing so much time.
Which means that Loadman actually pitted as well. So Loadman has actually, I believe, jumped Hammy in the... Oh no, Loadman was just in front of Hammy, wasn't he? After the spin. I think Loadman was following Soldier Yan, who was stayed out. Interesting. So Elite is a...
Feel for Loadman, man.
Mate, if you'd known that he was pitting that lap as well. And no one then did that.
He'll be kicking himself.
But Loman is one of these guys. He is the championship leader, so you can never count him out. But at the moment, there's only one guy in this Grand Prix, and that is just simply Elite. He's been absolutely ridiculous. Of course, if he can get himself up to 8th place, he'll then be on pole for the sprint race. And what we say as well, guys, we've not come up with a rule about, I think, is that, Twisted's crashed off. Twisted's off.
Twisted's dead.
I don't know where he's gone. Oh, there he is. He's gone there.
Where's he gone off there?
Outside of
after
6.
Up the hill.
Oh, that's a tricky one. Viper's got a 5-second penalty. Well, that is curtains there. So surely there. Merkebem has carried on going.
Interesting.
Curious. Jockey pits. Dolby did actually get to P4. Pepsi in P5.
Dolby's in the pits.
Yan P6.
Pepsi pits. All the second cars are coming in now.
The second wave, isn't it? I think all coming into the pits. So what the hell? Wait a minute. When did you do that? Just checking something at the moment. Oh, never mind, sorry. Right, any battles on track at the moment? We're just going to now wait for the remainder of the cars to come back out.
His tyres actually still look reasonably fresh, to be fair.
VSC!
Oh!
This is helping Merkebem.
Definitely.
The guys who are pitted now, are going to get a major, major jump. Andy's jumped. Dolby's in P8.
Oh, wow.
Big. And he's come out right at the right time as well. Dolby has found himself in a right good position here. Shaggy, King Chris. Loadman has just about got out in front of King Chris. Both hashtag PMS guys, of course.
Wow.
Wyburn in the chat.
19 seconds clear at the moment.
Kovji,
I'm going to say, on average, a pit stop round here in these cars is going to be easy, 28 seconds?
Skilling, I've just seen drift of the day.
I just got it on the
has
stream,
drifted
pal.
round
That was saving the day.
That was unbelievable. Jeez. Probably shouldn't have spun in the first place, but unbelievable by Kovchi. Cracking
Wide
stuff.
one in
Hopefully,
shots.
guys, the
In the
stream
words
doesn't
of
break as well.
Pogs, for fuck's sake.
I think that's referring to a clip, which I don't know what he's on about, but well.
Oh, I think we do know which clip you're on about there, pal.
I have no idea. I want to say, mate, Merkabam actually lost 4 seconds on that lap to Elite, by the way. This guy is a man on a
Incredible,
mission.
he's a machine.
But he's only 6 seconds clear of Shadow. Shadow's pit stop really helped him there.
Yeah, definitely.
So we see the Sauber Junior team and the ART currently in first and second. Merkabam should come out. Jockey's jumped him. Jock's jumped Merkabam.
Wow, so I say you lose about 30 seconds in a pit stop round here, roughly on average.
Because of the, it's also because, as you mentioned, the one mechanic per tyre.
The one mechanic per tyre.
Exactly, skills. You know what I mean? So it slows down the kind of whole generalised
It's almost
time.
like they do one. It feels like they do one tyre at a time. It's what it feels like when you're doing it. It's that slow. So you're so used to being in and out in an F1 car. So you've got like 4 mechanics on one wheel. It's insane how long it takes.
I was going to say there's another 2-second pit stop malarkey in this sort of scenario, unless you've got an absolute worldy team. But so Elite currently leads 7 seconds clear. We've got Big Hairy Jock in third, just behind Viper, of course. Viper having a very successful debut, mate. Currently a reserve in the table. Twister says, I can't do this F2 bollocks, mate. Do you know what? You're struggling, aren't you? He is. He's really struggling.
This is exactly
Twister
why
will always show up.
I can drive them, but I'm just so inconsistent with them that I just decided not to even bother with them.
I'm exactly the same.
I'll sit to the classic cars.
Yeah, that's the same as me, mate. Classics, and then just moving on with the normal leagues.
Yeah.
Like me with F2, I'm really good until you reach a corner, and then it just all goes to kind of pot really.
Same with me as well. As soon as my car has to look at a corner, and it's like, no, I'm not going around that. Sorry.
No, allergic reaction to turning the steering wheel.
It just turns the other way, like into the wall. It's like, yeah, I'm going to the wall rather than going around the corner.
Closest actual battle on track here, Skills, is between Bishop and Nolan, because there is one between Jan and Pepsi, but Pepsi's not quite managed to get his car back into the grid yet.
Bishop is having an absolutely fantastic race again.
With Bishop, it's kind of like he needs to. With Bishop, it's always been that thing. We mentioned it in the Thursday Grand Prix, Kovchi with a 3-second penalty. With Bish, the thing with him is he has one mistake. His consistency is up there now, but he has that one mistake where, you know, if he does make that mistake, it's curtains for him. His mistake is that catastrophic usually that causes issues. Andy B's had himself, after his amazing start, pulling himself back up to where he was anyway, and there's Jan moving up to P8 over Pepsi's AI. With Andy's obviously just settling down. With Bish though, that one mistake kills him off, and Merkabem isn't catching. Well, no, I'm saying that Merkabem's actually hauling Jockey in, so we could be in the potential of having a double.
Normally with me in league racing, it's kind of I usually get damage avoiding other incidents, and then I'm constantly having to drive back, which I'm putting myself under pressure. But I need to trying to catch at somebody like.
It's usually the way, isn't it? Like I've found a lot of consistency
I'm my
in
own
my
worst
season.
enemy. I really am.
Skills, Merkabem is absolutely flying at the back of Jock.
Yeah, he's put a second on Jock
look
in a lap.
At this. Not even in a lap. He's made DRS
He's in a DRS as well.
This looks absolutely inevitable, really. Yellow flag sector 3, and that is, mate, what did I say?
Look at the overspeed in these
Bish,
cars.
what's he doing? Bish went to pit and didn't. Bish decided against pitting. Bish went off and hit the wall and hasn't pitted. He's made the mistake. Bish made that mistake there, Skills.
Oh yeah, he's not got a lot of wing.
No, but he's going to have to go another 8, pretty much just under 9 laps now with no wing. Bish should have just bit the bullet and pitted, I reckon.
Should have, yeah.
But still, he does. Well, no, he's not got much gap back to Shaggy, which is where the points obviously end. Of course,
he maybe want to save the set of tyres for the sprint race. If he stays where he is, he can stay in the top 8.
Do you get given tyres in Skills for the entirety? If you guys know in the comments as well, I'm not sure because I don't know Skills or your knowledge of the sound of it. Jockey runs over the curve as does Merkabem there. With the with the tyres, do you get given sets that you have to use between the 2 sessions, or do you get given like a special set for the sprint? Like I generally don't know.
You normally start on the
makes
tyres you
sense.
qualified on.
That's what I mean. So it's just like, where do the other tyres fit in? Oh, here we go. We got ourselves our first big
Normally, when
battle.
I've done an F2 race, you normally start in the sprint race on the tyres you qualified. Normally on in
It's like it almost saves the.
yeah. But I think you can.
Tyres,
I think you have got the option to change your tyres.
Ah, fingers crossed. That'll be ideal.
I think you don't have to use them tyres, but I think that's normally what it puts you on, the tyres you qualified on in the, you know. But I think you have got the option to change.
Our big battle here, mate. Here we go. Merkabem then. Chasing
Merkabem
up to the back of Jockey.
He's a lot closer to him this time.
I say, is he going to go for the move at the inside? No, he's not. It's like Jockey almost manages to turn his fuel up ever so slightly, just managing to have enough.
And Jockey's very good under the brakes as well.
He is, mate. Jock did no outbreaking himself there. Jock keeping himself that final podium position. Vital points for Arden, of course. They've been very consistent, the two Arden boys, but they've not bagged big points yet. Of course, Shaggy then, in the pre-season, had an absolutely phenomenal race against King Chris. Got overtaken on the final lap, of course. Heartbreaking. Coventry's up to P14, by the way, Skills. He's moved up there. Logan's now on the back.
To be fair.
He's just done what he needed to do, hasn't he? He's done what he needed to do. Pepsi's AI, by the way, is currently chasing down Bish. And Dolby's there too.
I did
invite a good race against Bish.
Pepsi back, but...
Well, I'll give him one last invite, mate. And then I'll obviously won't be able to from there. Oh, this is last online 4 minutes ago, unless his internet's properly shut down. Hopefully it hasn't.
I'll send him another
and
one.
Merkabem has got Jock. Merkabem gets Jock, by the way. That's up into the final podium position. Great move there. So here we go then. We are now flying towards the end of this Grand Prix. Just under 8, well, literally just under 7 laps to go for the race. This is flown, this race. Jeez.
It's really quick.
I've got Dolby has got past Bish, who has got heavy damage. And Loadman, mate, I think I'm beginning to almost park up here.
Merkabem has got past Jockey Boy.
But will Jockey be able to get him back here? Jockey, we know he's got some straight line speed to be able to keep Merkabem behind.
Is he going to go for it? He's too far back, I would have thought.
Right back to the racing line. Gets himself nicely into the next corner. Jockey's all over him
on the braking. Oh, Jockey's on the curb.
And all over himself. And that is the wall. Oh, no.
That's what happens when you hit the curb there, guys.
Jockey's worst trait, isn't it? Jockey's worst trait, similar to Bish.
Yeah.
Look at Loadman. Loadman and the AI of Pepsi. They both cleared Pepsi, so Pepsi AI is out the points now. But look at Loadman, all of a sudden up to P10. Jockey, 10-second penalty for what?
Extending track limits. Really?
What? Really? You sure about that? It's a bit bullshit, isn't it?
What?
You let cars through? You just let Nolan through? You let Jan through? Alright. Okay.
The good old game of...
Fucking shocking.
Say the good old game. It's a good old game. It's just made by Codemasters. That's the only issue.
We make the best of this terrible game. I'm trying my best not to swear tonight on stream, if you might have noticed.
Yeah, I've not...
It's not going well.
Either, like, to be fair.
Just want to kind of keep this nice and pro. Here comes Lohman. This is surely going to be curtains for Lohman. Shaggy keeps it to the middle of the track. He's a pin in the backside to get past.
Dolby is about to take... Yeah,
brilliant move by Lohman.
Jockey's letting Dolby through.
He's had to. Jockey, he's got the same amount of wing damage as Bish. You can imagine Bish is pitting as well. Yeah, there you go. Bish is right at the back.
He's gonna let him both through before this corner.
Is it an all three? Oh no, he's not! Oh, that's naughty. Oh, Jock, what are you doing? Oh, Jockey.
I just caught the end of that. I'm not quite sure. I didn't quite see what happened.
He's parked up and he's letting Shaggy go, but oh, dearie me. I think in the good old days, like that also said not ideal. A rare moment of... be honest, mate, a rare moment of carelessness by Jock. He's never usually like it. He must have just tried to get back on track at the wrong time.
Just put his teammate out of the points.
Well out of them. Well out now, especially with the guys in front of him as well. Well, anything can happen. Yeah. Still just under 6 laps to go. And we've got an 11.5 lead, by the way. Oh, and Shadow Viper, 3-second penalty. Kovchi off in the background. But TOR Pepsi not being in his car means that Kovchi will be promoted to the final points paying position. Hopefully he does get past him so we don't have to go fiddling around and editing screenshots, etc. Jockey's retired from session. I believe he's pulled that in the pits, mate. That's okay, fair enough. I think he's kind of... I think he's doing that out of... I think he's doing that out of apology, I think. More than anything.
Yeah. Looks like it.
And that's such a shame though. He was having a really, really good race, mate. Just lost it on the curb. And then, well, it basically just fell to shit then. Quite
Yeah,
frankly.
Jockey's,
And yes, I did
Jockey's
swear.
known for doing it though. He's kind of his own worst enemy as well.
Yeah. Similar to Bish in that many ways, but Jockey
Yeah,
having a few
similar
more
to
incidents
myself.
there.
We do it to ourselves. You do it as well, Pod. You
I
know
have.
you do it to yourself.
I neither accept or deny this.
Jockeying chances I'm a dick.
Hey, don't you worry about it, mate. Jockey, mistakes are made.
Jockey,
You know
but you'll do it,
Everybody
pal.
knows you're not usually like this. You know what I mean? Like, look at me, man. I've become an absolute career killer. Our co-op series, I'm not even a bad driver most of the time. The two Dams cars, interestingly enough, are currently now both in really good
Both
point scoring
fighting.
positions. Look at me, look at that.
Logan's done
Logan
him, down straight.
is Dolby going to let him through? I believe he has. Logan, remember, picking up valuable points in his quest to keep hold of the championship lead. Interesting one, mate. Elite is getting full house, as he did in Bahrain, of course, for round one. He's currently got the fastest lap by nearly a second. Yellow flag in Sector 3. I believe that is Stocky, if I'm correct. Going quite slow then, Stocky. Don't understand quite why I missed the incident there. But here we go, as Shaggy with a 3-second time penalty. That is for multiple infringements. It's a very nice word for it. So I think, guys, this is pretty much the story of the race, isn't it? Yeah, it's Shaggy and Koala, I think it is.
Shaggy.
Koala was a little bit late on the brakes, of course. He did cause twisted that instant. We saw that clear on stream as well.
Yeah.
So that is definitely something you've got to watch out. I think Shaggy may have slight damage, potentially. Nothing visible, but it seems like he's dropped very, very far back from Hammy. Unless he's just lost the rhythm, Shaggy, I feel, may have had a... Oh, bloody hell, look at Koala in the background.
Koala nearly binned it then.
Bloody hell. In a famous crash, mate, which was on Bear's channel. Remember when Bear did used to stream for ourselves, mate, back in the day before he moved on to other things. Basically, that was one of the most famous crashes in RRF1 history skills, when Quadjo Hanjo hit the wall and took off into the abyss.
Went into orbit.
Oh, bloody
Went into
one of the
orbit.
best crashes of all time. Oh man, you gotta love the old days, man.
He
But of
nearly,
course,
I think he
days.
ended up on Mars, I think.
I think Quadjo ended up going to see his local Quasar, more the point. Right, so we've got ourselves a battle loadment, and really, really impressive drive here from Dolby. Copchi with a 3-second time penalty. No, he's got Hammy about 5 seconds back. Pepsi's AI isn't scoring points, of course. He's been out for more than 50% of the Grand Prix, so he, of course... He is, mate. Chris has had himself a pretty interesting time. Obviously, he had the earlier spin, didn't he, at the second corner? But now he's made a really, really good recovery. Oh, that's just Scar messing me. Okay.
I think he's still in
It's not
AI
like his
mode,
car.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, he is, mate. I think he's... So basically, we'll just be moving people up. Luckily, he's not in the top 8, so an AI won't be on pole. Elite has just entered lap 17 out of 19, and amazingly, mate, nobody now has been lapped. So they've all managed just about to stay on the lead lap. Bish needs to put his ass to the ground and get moving, in that sense.
Yeah.
Ah, lovely. God, I love that colour, man. It's just nice and refreshing. So here we go. We've got
Bish is currently just about catching Stocky.
So that's the potential. We've got Koala and Shaggy, and we've got another battle brewing here between Dolby and King Chris, with Kovchi not a million miles behind. So, especially as you mentioned, skills in the qualifying, and of course multiple times during the race. Watch out for the guys and look at the speed of Chris.
The overspeed
camera
is
angle,
ridiculous
guys.
in these cars. It's ridiculous.
He's gonna pull on the outside.
The thing is,
of
can
him,
he get it slowed
but
down?
Dolby
That's the
held
problem.
it. He can't. Dolby managed to hold it. Brilliant. Dolby waited for the right moment to slam on the brakes.
Yeah.
Chris went first.
Oh, he's
Dolby
thinking about
used
it.
that to his advantage. Oh, bloody hell. I'll tell you one thing, mate. The Aussies are having really good connection here in this particular race. No laggers at all in this lobby. Koala with a penalty on the back of Shaggy. And Kovchi is absolutely hauling them in. 3-car battle in to end this Grand Prix. 15 viewers, guys. Thank you so much.
Dolby was sticking with Loadman until King Chris caught him.
I know, and then
He's
it just
paying
kind
more
of all
attention
like
to the car behind
evaporated,
rather than the car in front.
Oh, and he runs a bit wide there. But for Dolby, this is going to be insane pressure. He's scored 1 point, so he's not scoreless in this F2 league. So I think, actually, mate, out of everybody, well,
all
from
points
today,
count.
of course, all points do count, of course. Dolby going, oh, I think this may be a mistake by Dolby. He has run
Chris.
deep, but no, is he going to hold it? He does just. Dolby, I thought he braked a little bit too early then, went too narrow and too shallow into the corner.
Yeah.
Loadman, mate. Loadman, by the way, as it stands, the two Dams cars of Loadman and Dolby are on the front row.
On the front row.
So for Dolby, this is huge. For all three of these guys, Dolby, Chris and Kovchi, especially as all three of them do have pace skills. They do have pace, don't they? So if they get out in front, they'll be able to take off. So here we go then, King Chris and Kovchi. Chris is a bit further back this time. I don't think he's going to be able to pull off the move, but he's got to remember, as we spoke about in the, I believe it was, oh bloody hell, Kovchi, wow! Oh, bloody Nora. Look at the brakes up there. Holy
That was
Christ.
a big lock-up. That was a big lock-up.
Just see its smoke pouring through here. Want to wish everybody, make sure everyone stays safe, of course. Troubling times as always. Hashtag PMS are here and RRF1 to bring you racing throughout this troubled period. And just to let you all know, Shaggy got himself a 3-second penalty. He's left Koala behind though. I myself, guys, I'm feeling much better. Still got a tight chest and all, but that's the only pain I'm going through now. Obviously last week I had a bit of a scare. As at the end of the F2 stream last week I had to shut up shop. Don't mind talking about it. Bit of a scary time. Ended up taking about 3 or 4 hours to get better, but then it's just been road to recovery. So happy days, all good. The ART. What the hell? Elite's pitted.
Elite's pitted.
Why?
Did he have damage?
Wait a minute.
Unless he wants some fun. Oh, you can't. It's on the last lap.
No. No, mate. He's put the bleed. How many hards has he used? He had what? Why?
No, he started on the softs.
Started on the softs. Did he go back? Was he on softs after that?
No, he was on hards. I'm sure he was.
Why has he done that? Yellow flag sector 3, I believe that
No,
is.
but he's put 11 lap hold. What? He's put no lap hold unless he had a puncher or something.
Has he? We'll have to find out about that later, guys, in the comments.
Because he was 14 seconds clear of Shadow. So he should have been able to get in and would have come out.
We'll have a word with him after. Hopefully,
he should have come out in second unless he's had wing damage. Which will explain why he's down in third.
He didn't change his wing though, did he?
I'm not sure. I didn't actually catch him in the pits.
Ladies and gentlemen, shock of all shocks here.
Wow.
Elite did win.
Oh,
Shadow's lost it. Shadow, oh God, that Viper. Oh, he just held on. That could have been drama. Unnecessary drama, but Viper wins his race for the first time, and he's got a 5-second penalty.
He's 11 seconds clear of Merkabem, so he still claims the win. But has he got any other penalties?
These two are battling back there.
So he gets
nearly won it. Elite third.
He held it by 2 seconds.
Nolan P4, Andy B P5. Great driving by these guys, by the way.
Oh, definitely.
P6 for Jan. Great overhead shot. Loadman on the front row. Key moment that. Dolby has held on to P8 for now. He did.
Oh,
Chris
King
moves
Chris.
into 8th.
Pops into
Chris moves
8th.
into 8th. Kovchi still scores. Oh, and Pepsi missing out as AI missed out by a point by
King Chris and Loadman are on the front right for the sprint race.
Mate, that's going to be epic here, and we've got no lobby issues at the moment, so we'll be going straight in. Oh, Dolby got a 3-second penalty, mate. Dolby, you still score though. 9th place does get you points, I believe.
I did see it pop up at the bottom of the screen on the last lap.
I didn't even notice it, mate, to be honest. Yeah, Dolby says, effing game, I tell you, mate, we feel your pain there. 16th position, 16 finishes, guys. Great stuff there, great racing. And a fantastic and a bizarre end to the Grand Prix, really. I'm wondering why Elite pitted in. Like, I'm not sure if he wants a higher grid position for the next race. I mean,
he must have had an incident. Something must have happened.
Even, I think, potentially, mate, if he may be looking for a better grid position, you know what I mean, in the sprint race. I mean, so he's
possible. It could be a sneaky move. Yeah, she still gets third place points.
It's not illegal. It's not illegal to do. Don't get me wrong. You know, fair play if you want to try it. But he's cost himself a victory there. To be fair, so interesting. So we'll skip these podium kind of things because everybody's seen this But Shadow Viper, first victory in his first race. 8-second behind Merkabem, nearly bagged it off him. Back-to-back features, it would have been Elite in P3, Nolan P4, Andy B 5th, Jan 6th. Ironically, Lohman and Chris have ended up back where they started, so they will be on the front row.
Great points for the uni
for the
boys.
next. Oh, it is, mate. Yeah, I was about to say 4th
Great
and 6th there. Nolan, another solid F2 drive. Dolby and Kovchi. Kovchi scored his first point, by the way, in this Grand Prix. Unbelievable. We've got Pepsi, who, of course, did lag out around about lap 6 or 7. Hammy, then, just missing out on points. He'll be a net P11. We've got, I believe it is Koala and Shaggy. Of course, there was a little bit of shenanigans there with Jock and Shaggy. But it happens, of course. Bish says he screwed himself up there. He used different words, but I'm being a good boy tonight. And, of course, speaking of Bish, P15 and 16th place then. There.
King Chris in the chat says hashtag battles.
It was a great race. Dolby improving again. Dolby's highest finish in the RRF1 F2 series. Skills will be back in 1 minute, mate. Just going to go for a P.
You crack on.
Information you didn't need to know.
No, I didn't need to know that, but thanks anyway. Okay, guys, let's have predictions for the... And of course, it would be helpful if my headset didn't unplug itself. Fantastic. Yes, have your predictions for the second race? I'm very interested in... Anyone actually know what happened to Elite at the end of that first race? Game glitched and made Elite serve a mandatory pit stop. Oh, that's a slap in the face. Wow. That's unfortunate. Yeah, very interesting end to that race. Obviously, we had Shadow Viper getting his first win in his first race. Ultimately, we have a flip grid, the top 8 from the previous race, and now will be reverse grid on the second race. So that will put King Chris on pole, I believe. Have a quick look. Okay, King Chris is going to be on pole. Then we have Loadman, Soldier Yan, Andy B, Nolan in 5th. Elite's going to be starting from 6th. Got Merkabem, Shadow Viper, Mr. Dolby, Kochi in the top 10. There's no P11, so P12 is Very Hammy. We've got Taboo Koala, we've got Shaggy, Bish, Stocky, Jock, Twisted. Feel for Twisted in that first race. I don't actually see Wibe's name there. Wibe's name. Have we lost Wipes as well? I think we have lost Wipes. Wipes car's not on the grid. Yeah, Bish, you have a fair bit to do starting from down there, pal, unfortunately. You pitted way too early. I'm not sure whether you have to have a pit stop on this race, so this is all the way to the line, I believe. So I would have thought everyone's going to be on the hards. And the clock timer is counting down, so we're getting ready to go, boys and girls. Okay, I've got game sound. I mean, obviously, is it a formation lap? I believe it is. Everybody get away on a formation lap? I believe so. Yeah, everybody's away on the. Get me words out. Everybody got away on about the safety car lap then, but it's not a safety car lap, is it? Okay, Wyborn's car is on the track, but it wasn't coming up. Is Wyborn
Wyborn's
actually
there,
on
mate.
track?
We're all good. What's happened?
It wasn't coming up in the race director, it was on the grid. That was all.
Oh, you know why? I think it would be because of jockeying. No, not jockey, sorry. Because of Rashi. I believe, possibly.
Oh, yeah, it could be, yeah.
We have discovered the reason why Elite. So we may have to look into that, matey, to be fair. It's glitched him, giving him a mandatory pit stop.
Oh, no. Someone did go off.
Oh, yeah, they have. I believe it
formation,
was...
that.
Stocky.
Not sure if it was Stocky.
Stocky got off, so King Chris out in front, of course, but Loman is going to be very, very threatening here, of course. As is, well, Elite. So we found out he wasn't having a fun, he wasn't having a mess around. Mate, Elite wasn't having a mess around. He's been glitched out of a win there, because that was an absolute, almost certain victory.
So
we'll probably leave that to me and Ryan and the stewards, but...
have a look and see what actually happened and stuff and whatnot. Rain at, oh, remember there is rain at the end of the session.
Rain at the end.
According to Jeff or the F1 weather, I wouldn't trust that as far as I could throw it.
No, mate, and I've got a pretty decent throw, but I still wouldn't trust it. King Chris then coming round. He is going to be de facto pole position guy tonight for the final outing of F2.
Our race on Thursday. Said there was going to be rain at the end of the race, and it came on literally after the 10th lap, 10th, 11th lap.
Craziness. Throws up strategies though, doesn't it? And Pepsi is, I don't think Pepsi's even on the grid now, is he?
He's not, no.
Let's have a look. No, he's not. So there's a big gap there for Koala to go into. As you see there, big, huge opening. As Stocky's car in P16 after you made that mistake. Finally comes through. It did actually glitch out the grid this time, so it's actually worked perfectly for a change. Usually you have to come back through.
It does make a change for the old Codemasters.
So they're all on the hard tyre. So
yeah, I don't think they have to stop here, so this could be a straight fight to the end.
A one-stop shop, and here we go then. So, and that Uni had a really good start there of Jan, couldn't quite get between the two cars. Loman currently has moved himself up into the potential lead, has he? Loman and Chris, there's a car on the inside there. I think that may be Elite potentially. Here we go then. Oh, and there's a collision.
Oh, there's a car around. Huge
crash. Carnage. Absolute carnage. Jan lost it. No, Jan didn't lose it. Someone lost it back there.
Shadow.
I think Chris.
Shadow lost it.
There's a load of them, mate. Loads of people. Oh my goodness. Kovchi again. Caught up in the mayhem. How there's not a virtual safety car there, God only knows. Chris, I think, lost it. Shadow lost it.
Oh, yeah, Shadow's lost it again.
Koala gone. Koala gone. Kovchi up the inside. Great awareness here by... Oh, there's another one gone. There's Jockey on the inside. Jockey's got a bloody mare. Just having a little look at the moment. Oh, that's Twisted. And Shaggy on round the outside then of Stocky. Great move by Shaggy up to P14. We're going to go up to the top here. Soldier Jan is handing Loman.
Oh, spinned it.
Oh, why, but not again.
Oh
dear.
I watched that live.
Oh, mate, I missed it. I caught the kind of tail end of virtual safety car.
Right under the top of the hill.
Shadow will see some pitters here. Bish is... I think Nolan just overtook Bish just at the wrong time there. There you go. Yes, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. So that is what happened. Nolan, I believe, overtook Bish just as the VSC line come out, so he's had to give the position back. 8 people score. And Wibe's just having an absolute mare, isn't he, in this championship? The VSC still out there has given Loman a bit of breathing space. As Elite is into P4. We are back racing here, live in Catalonia. So, the only person who has to pit after all of that carnage at the start, somehow, is Koala. The guy has no look.
Ridiculous.
Nolan on the inside of Bish. Nolan having a look at Bish.
Soldier Jan is in second.
Jan's had an absolutely cracking start, mate, and made up. Yeah. I think Chris did actually lose it a bit off the start. That's why Jan, I think Chris hit the inside curb at turn 2, which caused, I think, the negative effect behind him. And look at this, mate. We've got Shadow Viper up the end. I think, that's Andy Byrne, isn't it? Andy Byrne. Oh, Andy's hit the side of... Oh, that is what you... Andy, what are you doing? What has he done? What has he done? What has Andy done? Oh, Andy, no. Oh my God. Oh, that's a brain fart. If ever I've seen one. Oh my goodness. Oh, and there's another car. Stocky and Jockey have flown off. Stocky just reset the track there.
Fast cars coming behind him. Another car at the bottom of the spun it as well. Oh God, can't keep up with these.
Who's that there? Nolan. Oh, Nolan's got back past Viper. Bloody hell, this is carnage. Another wing off.
I think Jockey spun it at the bottom of the hill, I think.
Dolby has got wing damage, has he? No. Someone's got damage, mate. Heavy damage up there. I don't know who it is.
I'm trying to catch a car.
It's Jan. It's Jan. Jan's down to third.
Yeah, Jan's got big damage
in this race. Nolan's just took off at the front. No, Jan got damage. Wait there. No. Merkeben fastest lap, P5.
Oh no, Jan hasn't got
carnage.
damage.
No,
Who's got
there was
damage?
a big piece away.
Elite's got damage.
We saw. Elite, is he?
Elite has damage. Yeah,
I've not got time because I'm looking at P. Nolan and Viper. Oh, great stuff between these two. Battle for P8 here. The final points position of the sprint race. Hammy, of course, has to pit. That is just, oh dear.
Shame.
Hammy's not going to be very happy, is he? Andy just needed to sit there for a bit longer. He did try and get out of the way, but reversing on down the racing line as well. That was bloody annoying.
Yeah, it's just...
it's not in the driving manual, guys.
He's got a 5-second penalty, which is serving in the pits now.
In fairness, mate, I don't often say it, but probably deserved in fairness. Andy has been an incredible driver this season, but we all have moments like that, but obviously it's not going to be good to hear from anybody else. I'm just trying to see it on board.
Yeah, he's going to be kicking himself for that mistake.
But we know Andy, he's incredibly hard. Oh, Jesus Christ, the Elite nearly gone into the back of Public Soldier Jan there. Goodness me.
I think Elite is struggling because Elite has got no end plate, so he is struggling in some certain parts of the track.
Trying to show the stream that he hasn't got one. And there, mate, you're right. Oh, Jesus Christ. Must have gone. Oh, Elite's gone off.
Oh,
Elite's gone off. He's gone, and Merkeben is... He managed to hold it. Good stuff by Elite there, bloody hell. Elite, great recovery there, but this should be curtains now for him, surely. Merkeben's got the DRS on him too, and because of Elite, the way that he went off skills, he was over a second behind, even though he's not now, he was over a second behind Soldier Jan, which means that Merkeben takes over P4. A great battle brewing behind Dolby, Bish and Shadow Viper. Want to see how that unfolds? Bish holds the position.
Shadow trying to go around the outside.
Shadow's going on the outside of him. He's hanging it.
Oh, that's brave.
He's hanging it. Unbelievable.
Oh,
nearly come across. Oh, by God. Oh, the two cars. Oh, bit of handbags. Bish just holds on, but Shadow's going to come back.
Contact. That's quality racing, boys.
Oh, Shadow's come back down the inside of him. If he holds that.
This is quality.
Bishop's coming back at him again. He covers him off. Shadow, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That's
what we're talking about, ladies
RRF1
and gentlemen.
boys. That's what we do.
Bleeding hell.
That's
we don't always
quality
reverse down
racing
the
there.
racing line. We don't always reverse down the racing line, we promise. Oh, look, but he's not done yet. Dolby has already been overtaken by Shadow. Dolby's going to have a little go and keeping it. That's going to... Oh, Dolby.
Nice placement for Dolby's car there.
That position.
Squeezed him.
Risky move then, mate, managing to do that.
Yeah.
Bish then currently in P. and Merkeben's catching Jan, by the way. Loman has not taken off from
If Bish can stay close to these, he's going to get a double slipstream.
Double toe, double D, as we call it, double DRS.
The double Ds.
Look at Viper.
We do like double Ds.
Ooh, we ain't complaining. Merkeben is absolutely hauling ass. But Elite, due to that, we're going to go up the field and Shadow. This should be curtains for Dolby here. But Dolby's already survived one DRS straight. This is a much longer one, of course. Dolby, he's going to hang it. He's going to try and do the same thing he did in the feature race. Unfortunately,
let's give Bish the opportunity to come around the outside.
Dolby and Bish has just snuck in as well. Incredible racing.
That's a great move from Bish. That's opportunistic.
Opportunistic move there. All the way. Just listen to see what the missus is doing. Hope I don't need to go and get nappy and wipes for fuck's sake. Not now. Not during this incredible race. Right.
Merkeben is hauling ass and he's reading Soldier Jan in.
Merkeben wants that double ball, but it wasn't a double
King
podium,
Chris
was it?
Is reading in Lodeman slightly.
The gap's going between 1.8 and 2.2 seconds.
Yeah.
And mate, don't count out Nolan. Nolan's still up there after he had that earlier incident.
He's right behind Dolby now in the
Andy B,
60.
fastest lap, of course. Andy B, fastest lap, of course. That's really
Yeah,
collateral
on the
damage.
soft
In the sprint
tyres.
race, that's pretty... and he's actually overtaken Hammy, ironically. Those two had a bit of handbags. Of course, Andy reversing down the track
no,
was the
right
reason that
behind
Hammy lost his
Dolby now.
wing. Bloody hell. Dolby trying to hang on to that solitary point. Already scored once this session. Dolby, of course, missed out on starting on pole. Yellow flag, sector 3. That, I believe, is Jan. Jan's gone off. Which gives Elite
Gives
DRS.
Elite the run on Merkebem.
But look at this, mate. Jan, look at this. Could be through. Bish has gone off. Bish has gone off. Bish off into the wall.
Oh no.
Bish into the wall. Terrible racing. And look at that, mate. Elite covering off Jan. Couldn't get the move done on Merkebem, though. This is unbelievable, guys. Nearly half distance. Non-stop action here in the F2 race. And guess where we're at next week, ladies and gentlemen? We're at bloody Monaco. Can't wait for that one. I really can't. That's going to be hard.
I do not envy these guys driving these cars round Monaco.
Not in the slightest. I'm just going to stick on board. Elite doing an absolutely well. I'm going to use a pun here. Elite job in holding back and keeping up with half a wing. Incredible drive here, but of course it's affecting him massively. Lohman seems to just be keeping the gap at 2.2, steady to King Chris doing what he needs to do. Oh, and Elite, what a curb right there by Elite. We did get all four wheels off, but give himself a hell of a movement. A strict corner cutting will be the decider of that one. Merkebem then. Andy Beach is going faster and faster, but making it impossible for pretty much anyone else to get the fastest lap here. So that's pretty much claimed. It seems Bish is pitting as well. That's such a shame for Bish, isn't it? He's had a pretty decent race.
We've got
I don't know if I
Dolby.
just put the house back on. Let's have a look here. Dolby keeper. I don't know if there was an incident potentially, but Bish did clear Dolby. So, but this is now the battle for the final points paying position. The final points paying positions. Kovchi, mate, fell to the back in 18th and has found himself 9th. Oh, Nolan very close to the back of Dolby.
Rain clouds starting to appear.
Oh no.
Just to bring the rain into the mix.
Well, it is a lap down. Look at this, mate. Nolan on Dolby here, the closest battle on track as we are.
Speed, so DRS. Oh, he's gone for the inside.
The inside.
That's a brave move.
Look at that bit of handbags. And he covers the position off. Dolby's going to hang it around the outside, you'd imagine. But that's going to leave Nolan down the outside. He switched back mid-corner. He double switched back.
Wow.
He wants that position there, Skills. He wants it. There's no contact, amazingly. And Dolby's held it.
That's incredible.
Bloody Nora. Mate, if it was in the day this, I'd be absolutely shouting and waving my arms and all sorts. From now I'm really quiet and wave my arms. Elite's fallen back off Merkebem, so this is the place to be. Lohman currently has a 2.2 second lead over King Chris. It's just been static. So here we go then, Dolby doing a magical job. The Dams cars. Oh, Dolby's lost it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Nolan's lost his wing there. So unfortunate there by Dolby, and Kovchi takes advantage.
Capitalising.
Nothing even. Mate, that's just... Oh, and there's Hammy speeding in the pit lane. Nothing you can do there for either car. Nolan just had such a good run out of the corner. Yeah, mate, left end plate.
Left end plate.
And Kovchi's ran wide there. Kovchi manages to hold it. Mate, there was nothing... there's no blame on Dolby. He didn't even barely lose it. I think Nolan had such a good run out of the corner. Going out of 7.
I think Dolby had a little bit of a wobble, didn't he? And Nolan had a better drive out the corner.
Nudged it. There you go, wing off.
Racing
of course, we are running.
No joys about that one.
Nothing you could do but points. And by the way, of all people, RRF1 Twisted's found his way into 10th position.
He's had a very quiet race, but he's quietly reeling in Nolan.
Hauling ass, as they call it. The Prima of VRL Hammy is currently a lap down, so, that's it's for him. I'm on board with Viper. Viper's found himself back into the P6 here, and he slots back in behind Soldier. Yeah, mate, this race, I told you, man, these feature races, these sprint races are bleeding mental.
They've got
Dolby, Kovchi's done Dolby.
Hammy as well, so Hammy's going to have to get it away.
Kovchi's done Dolby. Is Dolby hanging around the outside? He's not. This time he is. No, he's not making moves, so Dolby just hangs in behind him. Incredible racing again.
Because all this is helping Twisted gain time.
It is, mate, and this is going to become obviously Nolan with damage. But like I said, so unfortunate there in that. Oh, I hate that camera angle. It showed me the rear wing. That's the rear wing I wanted to see. And because of Hammy, Jan gets DRS. It's not going to make a blind bit of difference because Shadow's made a move up the inside. No, has he? No, he went onto Elite's car. And that's Hammy getting very, very nicely out of the way. Sorry, no, he went for a move down the inside, forgive me. didn't get the move done there, did Shadow, so he has to remain behind him. Dolby 9/10, we've got Nolan and Twisted all up in there as well. We've got a battle here between the Sauber Junior team, who are both in the points also here. Remember, as we said, Skills top 8 score points here, so it's going to be vital for these guys. And
Yeah, I
this is
think
looking like it's
top
going to be bread
10
and
for the
butter here.
feature race and top 8 for the sprint race, isn't it?
It certainly is, matey. I believe we need to get screenshots as well. I hope one of the guys has bagged in. If we have, happy days. If not, we'll get it from the stream later. Shadow up the inside. Jan's going to try and hold it, but that is a move that's done and dusted there. Shadow moves over to P5. Great recovery drive here from Shadow. Just under 5 laps away from the end. Loadman as... What's happened to King Chris? King Chris has dropped right back. Chris has dropped right off Loadman, which is giving Merkin a chance at P2 here. At least someone give them the memo to give us some action in the sprint race. I tell you, Jesus Christ, non-stop. But no, I've not actually had enough time. I've opened beers for this race, mate. I've not enough time to bleed and drink one of them.
But King Chris was pulling away from Merkabam, so hopefully he can get his foot down again.
Nolan and Twisted here, mate. Nolan and Twisted. Nolan comes across just right before the braking zone there. Brilliant driving by Nolan, holding him off. This is for P9 though. This is helping Dolby eke out them precious tenths of a second just to keep himself away from Twisted, who is going to be, who looks like he is quicker than him. Nolan there, the gap is 7 tenths. I'm going to go back to this battle quickly. They're on the DRS straight here. Dolby just do what he needs to. Kovci's escape, mate. Kovci's had himself a very, very nice drive, hasn't he? Got himself, well, just missed, well, he got himself the final point, his first point in the F2 division. Now he's going to get a further 2, I believe it is. As
yeah,
it stands,
I think it's
of course.
2.
Twisted is all over Nolan. You'd imagine that Twisted is going to get himself a better run. Merkabem then, we're going to flick up to that battle briefly. Merkabem, battle for P2 here. King Chris trying his absolute damnedest.
Yeah, with speed.
Viper.
Jesus.
What's the lap by Viper? 32.
Wow.
He's blitzed Andy's lap and he's on the harder tyre. King Chris trying to hold on. Merkabem trying to stick on this battle, mate. Just for now, this is the closest one again on track. There is a battle. Well, no, Hammy's just letting cars through, isn't he, behind King Chris, managing just about to defend. I feel like a horse racing commentator. There's that much action going on. Elite's here and Viper, these two are buddies apparently. So it's going to be interesting to see how those two race. And there was a battle. It's 4th and 5th, isn't it? Sorry. The Prima let cars through from behind. Prima have had a disastrous race weekend. Accruing no points at all for them. Nowhere near points either. Hammy, of course, being lapped. Twisted and Nolan. Twisted and Nolan. Nolan hanging it again. He's giving Dolby a point here. He is giving Dolby a point, and of course, rain at the end of the race. The clouds are sort of coming down. Sector 1 is a lot
Only got
darker than
3 laps
Sector
there,
2.
so the rain might not come.
It may affect things slightly if they
Might be a last lap disaster coming up.
Oh, mate. As if this race hasn't had enough drama already. There's only bleeding 13 laps of it.
Oh, the rain is
Loud.
here. Is it the rain? Is that rain?
No, let's have a look at Dark Car. Dark Car. No. No, not yet, mate, but it's looking very, very dark. On board with Loman briefly. So let's have a little look. Loman just literally has kept himself to himself here.
Anytime.
Still a bit of sunshine though, isn't it? It's still quite bright out on the track, so maybe a lap or 2 interval. You've said it, Skilling. I think it's going to be a last lap downpour, mate. Deluge Merkabem.
Yeah.
Up the inside of King Chris.
To get a better
Slaps back in
he's
look at this.
end.
Shadow. Alicia's put Shadow right onto the grass nearly, just to kind of squeeze him, but Shadow answers the call. Gets the Sauber Junior, I keep calling it Alpha Junior, the Sauber Junior team, and the 3-second penalty.
Himself up a 3-second penalty.
And he's battling with Bishop here, isn't he? Oh no, he made a mistake actually. Andy B made a mistake, so he moves himself back down to 15th. These guys are nowhere near points, and they're still battling like they're.
Andy B's got a punch here.
What?
Andy B's got a
mate,
front
he's been on
left
soft
punch
tyres. Soft tyres for 8 laps. You don't even do that at 50%. Jesus Christ, that's a 25% F2 race.
They'd have been crying.
F2 race. Oh mate, they've just burst into tears. Literally burst. The optimal word. So yeah, I would have just gone myself personally, mate, onto the hard tyre again. If you crash off at the start, you may as well just get yourself back round. But because he's now needs to make another pit stop, and the great move on DRS, mate, managed to hold it off right at the right time. Elite has done incredible. There,
King Chris managed to stay with him though.
Oh mate, Nolan has still stayed ahead of Twisted. Entering at 12 of 13. I'm going to stay on board with this battle.
He's going to go, and the brake is going to run outside.
Nolan's let him go. Nolan's let him go. Nolan's let him go. I think he did let him go. Yeah, he falls back into it. Yeah. Going yellow flag sector 2. I believe that is someone getting out of the way. Maybe Koala, I believe. Oh, pardon me there. Sorry, guys. So Viper is hauling backside here.
32.4 on the medium.
Bleeding now. Especially with the rain
Wow.
coming as well, mate.
Oh, Nolan's pitting.
This is what we like to see. Nolan, he's gone. He knew wing damage, mate, isn't it? I think he's going for the fastest lap, you'd imagine.
Yeah, he's going to go. He's not going to build you fastest lap.
Dolby and Kovchi. Dolby and Kovchi. What the hell? Dolby up in a piece. Dolby's just overtaken Kovchi. Genuinely.
Wow.
Where's that come from? Kovchi's probably. I think Kovchi must have made a mistake because he was quite far in front of Dolby. Remember, these tyres are going to start to be a little bit worn now as well. The hard tyre or the medium, whatever they are, the white wall. Call them the white wall, probably easier. And this is looking very dark.
The tyres aren't looking great on any of the cars.
Markings, no, they're going the full distance. There's always a risk, but here we go. There's a jockey had himself a bad race weekend, hasn't he? No points for him. Kovchi currently falling down, but he's got himself back on the DRS. Needs to get himself back up there. Have another little move.
Is the rain gonna come?
We are entering the. Well, we are. We're on the penultimate lap. We're entering the final lap. Kovchi's made an unbelievable switch back here. Has he pulled off? Oh my good Jesus! That's a bleeding jump scare. Dolby manages to keep his cool and composure. Dolby, one of the MVPs of this race here today.
That was
Elite's fallen right back. Jesus Christ. Kovchi, well, the gap was there. Dolby made the switch back. That could have ended in tears. And was that rain?
Yellow flag?
No. Yellow flag sector 3. Hammy.
Oh, Kovchi on the inside.
Wow. What the? Elite and Jan. Oh, Elite just tapped Jan. Oh, they're side by side, these two as well. Sorry guys, my RB button wasn't working there, forgive me, I've just managed to get that right. Kovchi, the inside was up, around the final corner. Yeah, mentalist.
Round the inside, up the inside even. Incredible.
And Elite has just held off Jan as well. And we're on the final lap here, so I'm going to have to go back to Loadman in a minute. Viper has done everything in his power, by the way, not to to get that podium. Skills, I think you've, but mate, I think you're in the right place, mate. Commentating, I won't want to race in this. I'd be too busy shit myself.
No,
I'd be giving Pepsi and Rashi a run for their money. By the way, guys, they've disconnected. Twisted. Oh, his time behind Nolan has costed him. Loadman has led from the front. Merkabem is absolutely hauling here, isn't he? And Shadow has just done a purple middle sector on 12.5 lap all tyres. But we will move to the guy at the front. He's led from the front. He took off. He held a decent lead. Chris made a mistake. It was all his. Loadman, for the second time this season, wins in the Formula 2 division. Incredible. That was his second sprint race in a row, this time a proper grid. Merkabem P2.
An incredible race holds on. Was.
And it's not over. Dolby's all over the back of Kovchi as well, for goodness sakes. Elite in 5th. Jan in 6th.
Oh, Dolby's got a better run.
Dolby's got a run. No way. He's going to go for it. Oh, he's tapped in.
Oh, he's held it. He's held it.
Heart in mouth moment. Kovchi holds P7. Dolby P8. He's got another penalty.
Twisted jumps
Dolby
to 8th.
Penalty. No
Dolby
way, Dolby.
misses them out of points. Oh, and the rain comes now. The rain is raining. It's raining.
His rating, will that give?
Well, Nolan should have enough grip on them softs to get round, man.
Stocky missed out on Jock, by the way, by 7 thousandths.
Wow.
Point out. Bloody hell, that's not even for a points paying position. Nolan with the rain coming. I've never driven these cars in the wet, nor do I want to. What an absolutely unbelievable race. Carnage everywhere at the start. Remarkable driving after that. Dolby's fuming in the chat, I don't blame him. Nolan didn't get fastest lap, of course. The rain kind of affecting him a little bit there. Bish has had a disastrous week. Weekends, well, yes, that's a week.
Mine's got to be Shadow. Incredible.
First race.
On his debut. Incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Winning third, is it? Winning fourth?
I think we could probably put Shadow into a team because, to be fair, we have got a couple of people missing out, so there is a permanent seat available.
There is a seat available, yes. So, yeah.
I think Hoof Penguin and Little John have both missed 3 races, but here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the sprint race is Loadman. Wyman exploded again at the start of the Grand Prix. He's had no luck, has he? So, here is your classified rundown. We've got Loadman, Merkabem, King Chris just holding off the absolutely insanely fast charge in Shadow Viper, who comes away with the fastest lap, which is an extra 2 points. We had here Elite in 5th, Soldier and then 6th, Kovchi and Twisted. 7th and 8th, Dolby, another penalty mishap. P9 just missing out on points, of course. Twisted, another point from 18th on the grid, no less. Candidate for driver of this race, anyway. We've got Shaggy and the Ardens, no points again. Jockey, bit of a bad week for the Ardens, mate, coming together with each other. We also then had Stocky. Kind of a no-show, really, from Stocky. Just did his own thing, didn't he, really? Why has it dropped him from 11th to 12th? I think it was because, mate, he may have done you on the line, possibly. I don't actually know what's happened there, but Nolan 13th and Bish 14th with Andy B and Hammy a lap down. Taboo Koala and Wyburn were the 2 guys. Oh no, Koala did finish as well, didn't he? Forgive me. Tell a lie. And then, of course, Wyburn getting himself the final position, but of course he did retire from the race. Skillian, that was amazing, guys. Anybody who hasn't followed this channel, be sure to do so. Every single race we put out is madness. There's no rest for the wicked there. Andy B, of course, the biggest loser out that, as of course is Nolan with that front wing on the back of Dolby. But guys, have yourselves a very, very lovely evening from myself and Skillian and the entire RRF1 community. This has been your man, Positively Glad, bringing you another classic race. For myself personally, I'm going to go gear up and get myself sorted for my FIFA stream. But from everyone here, stay safe, stay at home. Much love, guys. We'll beat this. Bye for now.
Much love, guys.